I know this may come across as a ranty video for an obscure character, but bear with me on this one. So Marvel's The Runaways has been renewed for a third season for quite some time now, and admittedly I haven't seen a single episode from this series. But the reason why I'm talking about The Runaways in the first place is because something has really caught my attention. Because just recently it has came to light in that the main villain for the third season will of course be Morgan Le Fay, and apparently it is going to be dealing a lot more within the mystical realm of that universe. But not only that, it's also been announced that Elizabeth Hurley will of course be portraying the role of Morgan Le Fay. In which, that's just not good casting, but that's just the least of my problems. Now when I say this next part, I am not taking a jab at The Runaways because I don't know how good the show is, but if you ask me, having Morgan Le Fay in a TV series is a massive disservice to the character, and instead she should have been one of the major villains within the film side of the MCU. Because even though Morgan Le Fay is somewhat of an obscure character to some people out there, in reality Morgan is an important villain in the Marvel universe for a multitude of reasons. Because first of all, many people deem Morgan Le Fay to be among the most powerful sorceress in the Marvel universe. And while his storylines are somewhat limited in comparison to most other villains out there, Morgan is an established character within the mystical side of the Marvel universe. Plus she has many ties to several Marvel characters in which she does play important roles within their stories. One of her many big stories is how Morgan was the one who assembled the first incarnation of the Darkholders in order to release the Hell Lord Chthon. And once it became clear that Chthon couldn't be controlled, Le Fay had to use the Darkhold in order to seal him away in the Wintergore Mountain, which does demonstrate on how powerful she is as a sorceress and how cunning she can truly be. Not to mention that Morgan Le Fay also taught Doctor Doom into perfecting his sorcery, which eventually developed into a complicated love-hate relationship between the two of them. And in my eyes, Morgan Le Fay and Doctor Doom are among one of the best villain couples in Marvel Comics. And for God's sake, Morgan Le Fay has gone toe-to-toe with the Avengers single-handedly before, and has been deemed to be on the same league as the likes of Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch. And speaking of the former, it would have made so much sense if Morgan Le Fay was the villain for a Doctor Strange sequel, because both characters have this rivalry and are heavily connected to the mystic side of the Marvel universe. Plus it would have been the perfect introduction for the villain. And why this upsets me so much is because Morgan Le Fay is such an underrated badass who deserves more love and respect. And the way I feel, having the mystical side of the MCU without Morgan Le Fay sort of feels like exploring the cosmic MCU minus Thanos, because both villains are so intertwined with their respected realms. And to me it's rather insulting that Morgan Le Fay has been relegated into a TV villain since she doesn't have any ties to the Runaways to begin with. And what hurts even more to me is that now that Morgan Le Fay is a TV villain within the Runaways, the chances of her being in one of the MCU films is near zero now. And it's truly heartbreaking because I want to see her rivalry with Strange, and I want to see her relationship with Doctor Doom, and I even want to see her facing off against the Avengers. And at the end of the day, Morgan Le Fay deserves so much better as a villain, because she truly is one of the best female villains Marvel has to offer. So how do you personally feel about Morgan Le Fay being pushed to the side as a villain for the Runaways for season 3? Do you think this is a massive disservice for an underrated villain within the Marvel universe, or do you personally don't care about her to begin with? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.